Hey y'all, so I'm coming on here with a quick message which came up in therapy for this week. Healing does not mean it doesn't hurt. You know, people come to therapy and instantly they're like, hey, fix me. Hey, I don't want a nightmare. Hey, I don't want to think about this. Hey, I don't want to hurt from this thing. And we have to be honest in setting expectations. There isn't a magic pill. There isn't anything that you can process, work through, no evidence-based practice that will totally 100% take away everything that you've ever been through and you will never experience it again. That's just not realistic. But what is realistic is that as you're doing the work, maybe the thing doesn't come up as much. Maybe it's not the thing that people meet before they meet you. You know how some people carry so much heaviness that you feel their emotions before you even feel them or get to know who they are. You know them based on the emotions and the hurt they carry. What will happen is it doesn't sort of shade how you view life, or you're not looking through that lens of hurt when you think about your relationships or people or the world. And then the other thing that may happen, so it's not coming up as frequently, and it could be that when it comes up, maybe it doesn't hurt as much. Like maybe it's not as scary as it was. Maybe it doesn't feel, it'll always be a part of who you are, but it may not have the intensity of the impact on who you are. So healing doesn't mean it will never hurt. You're human. I want you to understand that. Give yourself that space that you could be doing the healing work. And it's like, that thing still stings. That still scares me. That is still like this life-altering event. That still may be true, but it may not have the intensity of the impact on you. I hope I'm making sense here. And if not, y'all let me know. The other thing that I want to say is because you're human and you're going through this human experience, even if you get to a place where it's like, oh, I rarely think about that thing. I don't feel the emotions from it the way that I used to. I'm able to do these things again. I'm not as afraid as I was before. I'm not as anxious. I'm feeling safer in myself, in the world. Life happens. And it's sort of like if you have an injury, right? Like let's say someone broke their ankle. And then, 5 years later, they're doing something and they get injured in the exact same spot. That ankle is now like 10 times worse than it was the first time, or maybe it's broken again or sprained or it's something that they continue to have challenges with throughout life, right? That happens with our emotions and with the things that we experience too. So yes, you might be in a good space, you cruising through life, you feeling good, and then something triggers you. It can be a person, it can be the time of year, it could be a scent, it could be someone hurting you in a way that reminds you of the hurt you already felt. And now you're not just feeling the hurt from this current event, it has now triggered what you experienced before. So these are some ways that when we think about healing, it is this lifelong journey of work that you will be doing. But the beauty is that in doing the work, you can live a different life, that these things don't have to control how you live. And I'm looking at the time. I said I was going to get on here and do a short message. It's never short. But I think this is just important for people to understand and to level set the expectations of what healing looks like. It can get better. It does get better. There are some people who get to a place where they feel 10 times better than they did when they started out. And I just want to validate for the people that if something still hurts, but you're noticing improvements in all of these other ways, healing is still occurring. You've already done the work. Congratulations to you. Y'all let me know what you think. All right, y'all.